gig, it was 100 guests set up.
Do they also want to be entrepreneurs? Would you recommend for them to become entrepreneurs?
500,000, 500,000.
Dumelang sanibonani, hello, hi, welcome back to Conversations with Muhle, and a happy new year to you and yours. Today we're starting off the year with the entrepreneur of the South, the Decor lady. You know Decor. In the South, she's the girl. Hi, Carol.
Hi, the girl.
The girl.
The only Decor that matters.
Definitely, his and hers.
Definitely.
How are you?
Good and you?
I'm good. I'm going to start you off with a few questions just to break the ice. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live and why?
Yo, Germany.
Germany.
Yes.
Why Germany?
Germany is one of the richest countries.
Okay.
I love money. Hence why I'm an entrepreneur. So why
Definitely
not?
entrepreneurs are money. Okay, and if your life was a movie, who would play you and what would be the title of your movie?
What a question. Who would play me? And who would I play?
No, who would play your life?
The title of the movie, let me start there. It would be How Stella Got a Groove Back.
Oh, okay.
I know it's a romance movie, but then with me, it would be a different type of vibe. It would be about how did I turn my life around after experiencing the best times of my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And who would play you?
I would prefer Will Smith.
Will Smith.
I'm more of a guy type of character than a girl.
Than a girl.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you're a superhero, what would your superpower be?
Okay, I don't believe in superheroes, but let me think of someone that played a part when I was a child, watching all these things. I think it would be Hulk.
Hulk, okay.
The
Hulk.
Strong guy.
Oh, because of his strength.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you were to have dinner with 3 people, or no, let's say 1 person, dead or alive, who would it be and what would be the one question you ask them?
Vusi Tembwayo.
Okay.
Vusi Tembwayo, one of the well-known entrepreneurs who've done so well in his life. And the question I would ask, I actually have a lot of questions for that guy, but I would like to know if he has ever experienced being poor in his life.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he's experienced that, but I would like to know if he ever experienced that, and if not, how would he tackle the life around being at the poorest situation?
Okay, so tell us about Carol. Who is Carol before His and Hers?
Oh, before His and Hers.
Yes, before His and Hers.
All right then. Carol is a girl that grew up in town, middle part of town, which is Joburg CBD. Went to school there from creche to about grade 6. Then my mom was also an entrepreneur. She actually used to work in one of the biggest South African banks, and then she changed from there and decided to be an entrepreneur. I think I took that from her.
It's in the blood.
It's in the blood. And then my dad was a school teacher, so they actually met within the midst of her studies, and they became a couple. So unfortunately they passed on. Then Carol had to come and live in the location side of the world, which everything changed her life. That's why I'm saying How Stella Got her groove back, because after that whole life turn, my life changed. Like she's girl.
Okay.
From being that girl that goes to all those multiracial schools to I don't know if it would be bad if I would say too early to September, but for me it was like, sure, what's happening now? To me, going to stay in a shack was something, it
something
broke me.
new for you.
Yeah, it's new. It broke me because I lost a lot of weight during that time, and I was the eldest from my siblings, so I had to learn this and that, how to cook. I didn't know how to cook at that time, but then life goes on. I had to learn, okay, now Mugel, no daddy, no mommy, what's your way forward? Then I started those entrepreneur skills, started selling at school. So I think I was moving from grade 6 to grade 7, grade 8, the whole part of registration. Okay, then I started selling from school. I saw that, okay, there's a skill much more. Grade 8, 9, 10, till the end of my high school. My parents didn't really buy me any school clothes. I did it myself. Manukera, I worked at Caltex Garage, Kipler Park. During those times, I stopped working at grade 12 because I wanted to focus on my studies. Yes, but otherwise, my grandma, I think she's one of the luckiest women because now, as I am so good at all, I was actually helping her with assisting my siblings. Then grew up from there, went to college, studied HR. Within the midst, I got a job in Sunny Hill, but there were other little jobs before that. Your whole lot, I've experienced your restaurants, I've been there, and then one of the biggest breakthrough was in which I've worked quite a long time. I think it was about 6 to 7 years. Within the midst of it, I discovered that I actually love the decor industry. I love His&Hers because anyway, been looking 7 years while I was schooling. And then I got into it. My aunt introduced it to me. My aunt lives in Rosettenville. She's big in this industry. Very big, a big shot. She does all these types of weddings. Then with me, I was like, okay, no, I would like to at least be sourcing out different types of services because she's only dealing with weddings. And she was like, okay, let's see what you can do. And that's where it started. His&Hers Exquisite Events. And then I'm forgetting to mention this. His&Hers Exquisite Events actually started as a hairs before the his.
Okay.
But when I was told, okay, what will your company name be? I was like, no, can it be His&Hers? Because I was quite scared of I was scared to just name it as a female business because of things and experiences people tell us about what they go through with clients, what they go through with you name it, companies and so I was like, oh, maybe they'll take advantage of me because I was still young then. I think I was 24, 23. So there was his part of the name. Okay. Along the way, Habib decided to join. So
and then it's officially Normally when someone starts a company or a business, they want to name it under their surname, like maybe Zoti Dlamini, Exquisite Events, or Carol. They always Carol. They always want to put their name in there.
Exactly.
What made you not want to put your name in it?
I didn't want to put my name on it. I don't really have a reason. Just His&Hers popped out, and I loved it. Yeah, I don't really have a reason that I don't want it. But if I were to open another business or in another industry, I don't still think I would call that business under my name. Yeah.
Okay. And what is it that inspired you from working with your aunt? Events is what I want to get into, because in as much as you were doing business, you were selling and all of that. What made you say events is what I want to do?
It's the way the profession is. You give me, I give you back. It's a straightforward business. It's not the type of business that you still run around after a client. I learned along the way a lot of paperwork that needs to be done. There needs to be contracts. So as you learn, you see, okay, this matches my type of personality.
Okay.
I'm a very straightforward person. I love perfectionists. So I saw, okay, this, you give me my portion, you deposit, I go and do it, the shopping and everything for you. I'll plan the whole event. Then within the midst, just before the event, you pay me, then I do the work. Yes, we do get those challenges where people just want to pay you the balance on the day of the event, of which is still fine, because it's normal. People don't trust each other anymore like before. So I give people that space so they can tell us, well, okay, can I give you the amount of the balance on the day, but you give it to me before I set
before
up.
you start.
So once the bike stands there with your truck or your trailer that we're traveling with, I'm here, my money, please.
Okay, and take us through your very first decor. How did you get it? What was the setup? How, if you still remember, how were you feeling doing that first setup?
It's a definite. I have to remember. Okay. First decor. How did I get it? Remember now, I used to go with my aunt to her events. Then I would post her events.
Okay.
That we are here. This is what we're doing. We offer decor services. So my first gig, this is interesting. First gig, it was 100 guests set up.
Your very first gig.
Very first gig.
Okay, but I would be okay with you getting 100 on your first gig because you've already been doing it with your aunt. So somehow you've got a clue.
I've got a clue. But with my aunt, I think I went to 3 events with her. That's how quick I was. Maybe it's because of how I advertised it. I'm also well skilled on that department, how I market myself, how I get people's attention. I'm very good at that. So just 3 gigs and I scored a gig, 100 guests. It was a 21st birthday. I hope she's watching. Miss Patty. I hope she's watching. She's from Lehigh. It was the 21st. Today she's a grown up. She's a little baby, beautiful baby. Fingo is the name of the lady, of which she has also supported us after she got her, after she got her first daughter. So it's such a journey. It was nice, challenging. Because now remember, we don't have equipment. Yes, my aunt has, but my aunt was like, girl,
it's a business.
It's a business.
I'm not going to treat you
like a baby. You said you want to be in it, so be it. And she was so strict about it. So the gig, first amount we got, it went to equipment. That time I had His&Hers and catering.
Okay.
It was His&Hers and catering because I advertised it as is. I really challenged most of this money it's not matching the amount that we charged. So first gig, it was like, okay, I'm not gonna say it. How much was it? For confidentiality of the client. So we had to run around. Luckily, I was working. Happy was working. We made sure the event was a success. We catered for those people. Everyone ate. It was a success. At that very same time, that's where I worked collaborated with DJ Ngwenya, your DJ Cedric Sizwe. Sizwe, I think he's now operating in, what's this park? In Indonesia. Okay, I forgot it. But yeah, their support was very nice. We mastered the event. It was huge. We had those bikes. Yeah. Wow. But
okay.
21st. So I was very proud of myself. Yay!
I did this.
I can take a wedding. Yeah.
And how soon after that gig did you get your next gig?
Okay, that I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. I think maybe after. Oh no, I'm lying. Sure. Hey guys,
reminding me of life.
Yes. I actually got a gig of DJ Stomeza. Stomeza, wow, the radio, big shots. Sure, I was so lucky, eh?
Wow.
But I still am. I think this whole His&Hers Exquisite Events, it's God's sense.
It's a destiny.
You know, people who believe in amadlozi, I would say, that's how I respect His&Hers. I don't just take it as a business. Chill it in, chill it out. I always tell my ancestors in God, you gave me. I should give back. I should deliver back, definitely, because I know that the clients I get, it's incredible. I doubt I've ever. I think it was only last year when we experienced some weekends off. Ever since we started. When was it? 2017. Yes. 2017, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25.
So it's
7 years. Throughout that 7 years, we've never really went a weekend without a gig. So, Meza was like, hey, girl,
I saw you.
Offer some services. I'm like, what? Did I just get a text from a celebrity? And
I would have gone crazy.
Ask me how many guests was it?
How many?
90.
So is that 100, that 21st was preparing you?
It was
for
preparing me. Yeah, so another big shot. Blue and white. Blue, the color. I love blue, I love pink.
Yeah,
so
pink, I've seen.
You never go wrong. Book me and you ask for those colors. I'll show you. I'll show you. Yeah.
Okay. And when you started, how many people were you working with?
Okay, we were only 3. Me, hubby, and some other guy. Recently not around, but he will be back. Yeah, I honor that guy. He taught me a lot because he actually had experience from events. He knew how to set up tents and so, as I say, it's a God-sent business. I didn't even look for him. He was just around. Just there. Oh, show me no daddy. And then out of nowhere, His&Hers Yabas corner. When we went and shadowing, when we went shadowing my aunt's event, he was there. So automatically when I got an event, he was there. So we started, 3 of us. Automatically my siblings fell into the business. So it's always been more of a family business. It's just there and there where we need extra hands, which people are not really permanent. They come when needed. So most of the time it's just me, it's just having in our family. Of which we've already started recruiting the in-laws.
Oh, okay. It's a proper family business.
It's a family business.
But I like that because the Indians have that culture. They've got that business that it's family first. We only go outside if and when needed. But we need to uproot ourselves, which is something that as Black people we need. Like we don't. We need to
we need to learn more about it because now we've seen it. I've seen it. It's not easy to work with family because now me having to now shout at my. Let me put it by my family. Shout at my sister, or now I have to direct my in-law. So it's not easy.
Some will take it back home.
Yes.
When you shouted at me.
You shouted at me. So just luckily, I think it's the how you do it, how you explain it to your family. Because if being a Kulu manager that good. Partly, I think His and Hers wouldn't be where it is now, but we're still going, because we are actually expanding. There's lots of more things that are happening.
Okay, girl. So maybe explain to us what exactly His and Hers does, what type of decor or what type of events you do.
Okay, right. Okay, His and Hers Exquisite Events. We do all types of decor. We don't choose from your kiddies party, from your tea party, your bridal shower, your weddings, your corporate events, which is big companies. We are there. You launching your own business, we are there. We don't choose. We do that, and we also do hiring services, of which people can come and hire our equipment, and then we also have terms and conditions, that which is another hassle that's behind the scenes that people don't really know about. We also do transportation services. We still have our mini biking, hoping to expand and get another one. By God's blessing, please.
It'll happen for you.
It'll happen. So we sometimes serve other event planners that services of transportation. After he drops me off, he still needs to
go and drop other people.
Still needs to drop other people. And catering, we bring back catering within hence I'm saying
you are expanding.
More pressure.
Sure.
So yeah, we bring back catering, because last time when we started, we had catering, I think for 6 months, and then I decided, no, let me stop this. One of the reasons was because now I was still a full-time worker at that time. So the challenge was going to shop your meat, those things that you need to shop just before the event. And I realized this is not working for me. There will be a lot of mistakes, because now you have to be very calculative. Sometimes you get a client who will book you in January for something for June. Come that June, everything.
The prices have skyrocketed.
Exactly. So I was like, no, let me stop. So now that I'm a free bird, been a free bird for the past 4 years, decided to resign. I'm like, yo, man, I don't need you anymore. I can't do this.
And at what point do you feel like, okay, you know what? I don't need a job. I've got this. I can just survive on being an entrepreneur, considering that you've got kids and a family that you need to take care of.
That question, it was so scary for other people. But with me, I decided, I think after 3 years within the industry, I noticed, we have debit orders. I bought a car at first, then I extended at home, and then those insurances, and at that time, I would just be free. At that time, I think I was getting 10K plus. So with this type of the car I had and whatnot, and the house building for my parents, I noticed that it's not doing anything. I would sit like 3 months not knowing where's my bank card, because debit orders would just go quick. I'm like, okay, it's done.
The money's gone.
Luckily there was His and Hers. So I noticed, man, I can live without this full-time job. I loved it. I learned a lot from that, especially when it comes to admin work. I learned a lot, and I don't want to lie, but I noticed that, no, man, I can live. It's not on. That's the very same 10K was the very first gig that I got. That's money I can do just one weekend. Within that same 1 weekend, I actually had another kiddies party. So I had 2 events on my first day. Just that I always talk about that first one because it was the biggest. The other one, I think it was 20 kids or 10 kids, I don't remember properly. And then calculating, okay, 10K, now there's a kiddies party, how much have I done in 1 weekend? So I was like, nah.
It's more than enough.
Yeah, it's more than enough. Even worse, when we experienced COVID, I was like,
So you quit your job just after COVID?
Just after COVID. I was at home, just got a baby. The one thing that made me stay in there was the car installment. So during the time of COVID, unfortunately, my car was taken back by the bank because now I'm 4 months
on
maternity leave. And remember, now I'm not getting a full payment from at work. Getting 3/4 of your payment, and then the people called me like, hey, that month now we want our car back. I was like, ish. It was not easy. It's not nice after I could say it's an achievement. Yes, it's a debit order, but it's an achievement.
It's an achievement.
I was like, ish, 2 years after paying so much, like 5K a month for a car, and then now the car needs to go. And then I called my in-laws, and one of the ladies said, no, man, it's not the first. You're not the first and not the last. Just let the car go. And I was like, okay, if I let the car go, sure, I can let it go.
Wow, okay. Wow.
I'm like, man, then I'm like, okay, no, it's fine. At that time, it was not easy. Hey, events were closed. Remember that first lockdown? Yeah, it was bad. But I can hustle most. There's network marketing in between. We learned a lot. WhatsApp, stuff, and but yeah, we survived. Went back to work, and then after some time, I decided, no, let me leave this. I'm not happy here. Let me just leave.
Sure. Okay. And when do you decide to register your company? What decision? Like, what makes you decide? Okay, it's time now for me to register.
Okay, one of my friends in Usensia. Oh, I love that guy. Shout out to you. I hope you're watching.
Shout out to you in Usensia.
We met in because I worked in Net. After I went back to Net, I met her there, and she got me a gig in Soweto. It was a gig for one of the universities. I didn't get that gig because of the paperwork. Otherwise, I was taken. You see, they loved the work, and then, but hey, you see CIPC documents. I'm like, yeah. Hey, people have been telling me about this, but I didn't take it that serious. So I had to register. I registered after 2 years, which was 2019. We were officially in the map, the South, and then I started trolling there.
Okay, and what moment would you say was the moment where you were like, actually, I want to quit this? Or did you ever have that moment?
Where His&Hers?
Yes.
Rainy days. Sure.
The rainy days come hard.
You set up the tent, then the madam, it's wind, the rain is coming. So there are days where you're like, yo,
what am I going to do?
What am I going to do here? But you learn within the midst of events that in events there's always plan B. Or as an entrepreneur, you need to always have a plan B. There's no excuses in this field. Clients have the mentality that I paid you, markup line. So in that cases, it also highlighted my mind, well, okay, now my contract is short of a certain line, a certain clause, the correct word. Need to add that, okay, now that we have packages, there's a package of a stretch tent, there's package of cabana tent in different waterproof tents, from your old peg and pole tents to your recent marquee tents. So we give clients that prices, and then most of the time people choose
the cheapest,
which is
because they want to save money, but they want good things.
But they want good things. So I learned that, okay, on that clause I should say that this is what you chose. Then if it comes a rainy day, it's your baby, because I actually check on my clients just before the event. If I see that the weather is like not as nice as we expected, maybe from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then I go back to you and check. Otherwise,
you still want the stretch tent.
Otherwise, when a client pays, we go and see the venue or the site or your home. Then we break those things down to you. That expects this and this and this. These are advantages of events. These are disadvantages. Then come near of the event. You chose this, but I will check on you. So I prepare you mentally in time. But on that day, Mudimwak, I want to tell you guys, I do not set up 2 or 3 times. I know clients, be ready. You get all the services from me, but
I don't the same thing over and over.
No. People, you end up not loving your job, so you need to know the do's and the don'ts. Yeah. So yeah, I'll let you know. Otherwise, rainy days will make sure you leave events because even your equipment gets damaged. We work a lot with wooden stuff. After 3-4 months down the line, I'll say now utilities that you invested in, of which it's not nice. It hurts to see your body sink.
True, because with wooden products, the minute it rains,
wooden products, they see your pictures, they'll be choosing then you go to that event, they become angry, the client. So once Uting is set up in a rainy weather, just know that you're gonna replace those goods, because now I cannot take that same goods and sell it to another person who has paid properly.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. And then, what has been, or who has been your biggest inspiration, except your aunt? I know you're gonna say that. Except your aunt. When it comes to decor.
When it comes to decor, I love Unaid. Okay. Naid, she's event planner who lives by the north. Naid, she's an event planner who owns LG Events.
Okay.
That lady nails weddings. I don't know. You look at her page, you feel like you're in heaven. I know a lot of people know events, but once you jump into LG Events, it's gonna be a different story.
I've actually seen.
You've seen her page. Another person, so I have 2. One for adult setup and the other for kiddies setup. Sihle Nene, Sihle from Buhlokwa Events. That lady nails kiddies parties. Check out her page. I'm not saying leave mine.
We are still here, check out for inspiration.
Because anyway, we live in different cities. Target markets are not the same. So we understand she's from the north. The north, they charge differently. They do things differently because of their environments. For example, they have white jumping castles. Yes, we offer that, but it does not.
Ekasi.
So yeah. So those things, I love her so much. I'm crossing fingers that I wish this year, if not next year, I attend one of her masterclasses, because I think I can learn a lot from her.
Oh, so you still want to go and learn?
My man. Okay, the lady who actually mastered my kiddies events skills is Lebu, who is from Party Easy Events. She taught me one thing. Ari, Carol, please don't get to a point where you think so I was going in events. You learn every day. Keep your humbleness. I thought she was joking at first. I'm like, but events, you just need to know how to set up.
When I get to a certain level, I don't need
I don't need. But once you're in those events groups, you get to learn a lot. A lot. There's always something new that you need to know, okay, where do you buy this? Where do you understand? You can never work alone in events. Hence why I'm also going to be offering masterclasses. We're getting there. We're getting there. So, guning.
Okay, and what would you say has been your biggest regret in your journey? Like, what's the one thing that you're like, ish, this, in as much as maybe you've learned something from it, but I regret this?
In events. In events, what I would really regret is me. I don't know if it's an events part or not, but I would say it's me investing into buying a private car at first, then investing into the business. So the way I regret this, it has actually affected even my mindset. When I have money, events first. Before I go
before you go anywhere else.
Yes, okay. Before I go anywhere else, it's always events first. I go shopping, ngaphuma la ngiphethe imali. Believe you me, my husband is already used to the lifestyle. We are seeing events instead of the situation.
Wow.
So yeah, I regret. I'm a problem. So I regret a lot. I should have bought a big truck, big parking, and before and understand.
Yeah, okay, but at least it's a lesson that you learned.
I learned.
Yeah, and what would you say is your proudest moment or your biggest achievement so far in the 7 years of being in the industry?
My biggest achievement was doing an ANC gig. I think maybe you've seen it because it went.
Yeah, I saw it.
How do you put that name?
Went viral.
No, that's the name.
It went viral.
No, it went viral everywhere. There's a lot of likes and people were excited. I love the way people of the south, I can put it that way. Lenasia, Tembelihle, your Lens, the way people support me. Yo guys. Big thank yous before we can even finish this interview.
Big thank yous to them.
People are very supportive to His&Hers. People believe in me. Yo, every day, I think almost every day of my life, when I wake up, my name is mentioned on Facebook. If we get Luli Vigi, definitely next week
there's someone who mentioned you.
Yes, so I scored that gig and I'm like, yo, really? And now this gig is happening in an open space, central of Joburg. I met other ward councillors. That on its own helped me to advertise myself to my own ward councillor. Like, this is what I offer, and we started being skin. He calls me that way. Skin. Yes, so like tomorrow we're having an ANC funeral, one of the biggest members. So it goes a long way. It was one of my biggest.
Okay. What is the one thing that you would advise someone who wants to start business?
Business as a whole or events?
Business as a whole. Maybe let's say business as a whole and events.
Business as a whole, make sure that you do your research. Make sure that you love what you're doing. Because you're not going to give clients the best of services. So yeah, research and make sure you love what you're doing. With events, I would say there's lots of things that you can do in events. And lots, like, there's people that are just based in hiring out. They have lots of equipment and they hire out to other event planners, but they don't go to the field. There's your catering. There's your makeup ladies. Bombay. We work with them automatically. They in events industry. You're DJing. You can be inside in the events in that form of a way. You can be a carpenter and still be a supplier of our equipment. Start this from scratch. So there's a lot. You just need to research which one
do you want to
get into, and you nail it. That's why every now and then when people approach me, I tell them that their pie is too big. I would really advise people to join events, because believe you me, you never go hungry in this events industry, but it needs a lot of dedication. It kills there. A lot of dedication. Just know that you won't have a lot of family time, friends time. People just need to understand. Your circle just needs to understand. Some parties they'll invite you, some funerals you won't be able to go. But ukulamba khona ayichaba futhi.
Okay. And how do you juggle being a businesswoman, a mother, a wife, a sister? How do you mix all of that?
Yo, guys, it's not easy. I was telling one of my clients, hey, please tell us things in time, so that we can also have time for ourselves. But in realistic lifetime events, you are never prepared. Your phone needs to be on all the time. You can be called at 11 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Was a man assist now? It's not maybe the client, but your friends who are within the industry. You need to go and help like ASAP. You can get abantu manje, for example, tomorrow. You get leyo, and then out of nowhere bayafona sicela more chairs wena awusekho so uhambile ephathini kabani. So your mindset, indlu yakho, your storage, it always has to have a backup plan ukuthi umisa kanjani. If someone says now, you need to be able to give the service. I think that's one of the reasons why we score a lot of clients this side of the south, because now most of the time when they say this, we are ready. It's not easy. I don't want to lie, because sometimes you get your tent today, it's out tomorrow. You need to make sure it's fast. Households, guys. Hey, I'm a sucker. I'm not perfect. I'm a sucker. I mentioned it earlier. I'm more of a man than a lady. So I don't like house chores. I don't like house chores. I think one of the other reasons is because of that incident. So instead of going outside and play. So I was a mom.
Does play a big role.
I cooked a lot. So somewhere I feel good, and it's handling lifestyle. It's not easy, but I juggle around. I make sure that my kids are on point. I make sure you understand. There are times where you just cannot cook. Now, so then if you have a partner and a partner, it's okay. There are certain days where Velenje is outside of their house. It's not nice sometimes to waste money. I don't want to lie. Told me but more to a bigger time frame. I whether it's your chicken dust or it's your Nando's, or as long as kids have eaten. My kids have grown so well. Sebejwayele ukuthi sisebenza kanje. Umama ngalesikhathi lesibona kushaya 6 o'clock angaqhamuki sisiyawabeka amabhodo they are trained. Seminayo leya. Maybe that's why ubuhle buzobuya, because bese ngiguga bafethu. Stress is here. So there's these 2 little ones bayakwazi ukupheka nyana. They babambela umama that department, unless if it's something they cannot cook. Then I'll make a plan. My neighbors play a big role. His&Hers, guys. Umile. Aksu His&Hers ngokuthi ulomuzi kuphela. There's neighbors that plays big role. Sometimes we have big gigs. So kumele ukuthi silande big equipment, maybe siqashile. We have trailers and my neighbors gibeke endaweni zabo, and they know ukuthi 4 AM nje bazozwa ngemoto seyiphi so kunomsindo. They look after my kids nesingekho. So it's not easy. Kumele kube nabantu abaningi aba-involved so that uzokwazi ukuthi uyiwine lento yokuba businesswoman, umama osendlini, phinde futhi you name it. You understand? Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah.
So you spoke about a masterclass.
Yeah.
I love how excited you are. I love how excited you are about it. What made you think, okay, it's time for me to have a masterclass?
Yeah, I've been thinking about this for the past 2 years, truly speaking. I wonder how people will respond to it. And then ngathi let me test the waters. Ngathi ngiready manje, ngathi yabo njengoba ngisho abantwana bayakhula sebeyakwazi ukuzenzela lokho nalokho. So ngathi let me test the waters, give it some space and advertise it and see before we reopen. Now that we're reopening for Jan, I posted nje kancane ku status some and did not post it on my Facebook because I know Facebook it will go. So I said, let me start with my status. Sibona abantu abangifollowa, people who believe in me within, even on my WhatsApp, because WhatsApp obvious abantu abaclose. Sure, the response, my man.
That's good.
The response was good. Same day, I got 8 people who were interested.
Wow.
And we opened a group chat. I call it an orientation group for now. Just highlights what to expect and they have questions and so. So for now, it's okay. After the response, let me not put it on social media as yet. I'll put it through once we are open as a business. So we already have 8 students and are waiting for more. One of the reasons why, going back to your question,
That's what a podcast is about. I am just here to listen to you tell people your story.
Yes. I talk, I explain, I over-explain. You over-explain. I don't think of which industry now you're teaching. I still love it anyway. That's why,
which is also maybe why you are in the masterclass.
We understand. That's why I'm saying events. There's a lot of ways of making a source of income, because even through doing those master classes, there is a source of income, though you still need to invest in those classes. Because I was with abantu bese bayalamba bangahle on the day bangatholi ikithinyana ukuthi yes nako sikufundile bese ngithi hamba kuyosebenza siyobona ukuthi imisebenzi kaCarol uyizwile na. So what inspired me to do it, it's because I want to see more entrepreneurs. It's been Carol, and in this industry, for you to survive, hey guys, if we highlights again on Facebook, hey guys, for you to survive in events, you do not have to be greedy. Don't be jealous. You need other people for you to make it. Because now remember, angeke ube event planner, ube na yonke into. You cannot have everything at once. Events, there's always new equipment every 3 months, every 2 months, there's something. So the more, the merrier. If I am here and there's another event planner or to establish, that event planner also fake. Also now isn't about December and I make a figure how much is by the time you told the client June, the client is to choose something that because Muhle just came in March. Automatically, gets a salary because now I'll have to go to Muhle and go higher out. You understand? There are times whereby I have the equipment, but now umuntu actually ngicela into ye 50 guests, man, 30 guests. I go to Muhle, so
You go
we
get
fifth.
blend.
I think La Lens, we are about people I work with about 4 that I'm sure ukuthi mangiphumala ingekho lento le ngiyakubani bani. But there are times so for we have to go out to Soweto. We have to travel. Remember now, you can't do this without a bag, because sometimes you get a call manje over 5 p.m. So many manje ngiyofuna ubaba ubani bani. So the more we are, the easier our work will become. So it's not all about just ukuthi ngoba ngifuna imali for your master classes. It's also automatically growing His&Hers as a whole. I'm planting abantu engibaziyo ukuthi kusasa bazothenga equipment enginayo. Nami ngizokwazi ukuba usizo kubo futhi.
Okay, and yes, personally, from from experience, I would.
Yes. No, what? You ran away from me.
I ran away. Because when I was in the industry, I think also it's what you were talking about, because you need to be passionate about it. And when I now reflect, I didn't start that business because I was passionate about it. Yes, I like nice spaces, decorating and all of that, but I don't like the admin side of Decor. And it messed up with me. So because I started it out of desperation for finances and all, I just felt like Decor is an overcrowded industry. Because now I found myself taking clients that I knew very well from the budget that they gave me.
It's not gonna happen.
I won't be able to take this. But because in my mind I was just like, I need the pictures to advertise. I need the pictures to advertise.
Another mistake. That's why we need master classes.
So so I get it now when you say Guti, you are actually branching out more and more people. And maybe here in one of your classes you need to emphasize about don't start it out of desperation. I'll
remember when I watch this.
Don't let desperation be the reason you're starting it, because you're going to
find yourself in trouble. We see a lot of those. So people don't know that. When we see people come in the industry and they charge a little bit lesser, not even a little bit, they charge way lesser. If a person charges a little bit lesser, we know, okay, no, this one can survive. Can do juggle around that and that. And then my friends are way lesser, but we're not worried.
This one's not gonna make it.
She's not gonna make it.
I am living proof.
Yeah.
I'm living proof. A year was all I needed.
All you needed. And
I can't.
I wish I could get more people. Abafisa ukuthi man desperate. Yes, sometimes we prefer our business because you're desperate for finances. Ngathi umuntu angaba nomusa or angabi novalo. Look, approach uKhero. uKhero wazi ukumbonisa ukuthi no, wenza kanje ukuthi ungabi. And ngazathi even clients themselves, that they can understand a business side. Umuntu make emcharge ukuthi akamcharge ngoba sigijimisa imali. It's because the business itself needs to be maintained. Yes.
Okay. So what is the one thing that you can say someone who wants to join the masterclass can expect from a masterclass? What's the one thing that you're sure, Guti, when you leave this masterclass, you're going to live with this?
When you leave the masterclass, you definitely live with a lot of experience. You live with inhliziyo yazi ukuthi okay, now mingiyoqala definitely sure I'll nail it. I've already told them that guys, I need a duplicate. I'm expecting a duplicate Carol, because there are times we born booking ukuthi yabona le ngiyayinida, but you're not even sure who will you give that gig. Because now surrounding yakho mhlambe awukwazi ukuyishaya lento ngendlela, yebo, uyishaya ngakhona, even if it's not going to be exact, but
you
I
need
need
to be able to. Yeah.
Yes, I always also wish ukuthi abantu bafunde through my masterclass to master the admin side of it. Njengoba usho admin admin Decor, yes, it's there.
Yeah,
but
I also think if you can crack admin in Decor,
you are done. Your admin is excuse me.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Your admin is from your marketing, the way you talk to your clients. You crack that. Wamusa ukuthi avume ukuthi umenzele quotation. Usuyinqobile. You crack ukuthi moyombona unga only what's this word? Ungajabulisi only yena ngibe ngisizulu. Ungajabulisi yena kuphela, but be able to grab the whole family when you go and meet them. Stability nje yaba lapho. Believe you me, the time uyenza i-setup kulula. Awusanidi lokuyi-explain ka 17,000. Yabona ngoba kunabo aunt abangama-decor ladies. Every now and then uyenza i-decor. Uthi ubekina apha. Hi, why am I baby so? But yabona wayinela. At that first meeting you meet them. Obviously ngeke abe yi-1, maybe they 2 or 3. They will spread the word for you. Yosebenza kamnandi. Yeah.
Okay. And have you already shared the price of your masterclass and how long it's going to be? Would you be able to let us know?
Okay, our masterclasses will be for 2.5, which will be happening on the 17th and 18th of May. The breakdown of the payments will be shared on the orientation group. People who are there, they already know see how they are expected to make their payments. I'm very organized. The admin, I'm full okay. I want to know which man understand? So same applies with the clients. I do so. When I quote you, I'll write the expiring dates, the quotation yako, I'll tell you, we'll discuss, and that screenshots dated season and dated season. Yes, not everyone will meet that. Sometimes financial problems is killer now, but communication is key. One of the things I also teach masterclass. So the 2.5, you'll be learning how to do to set up a tent. It will be the basic. It's a beginner's class, right? Our classes are funny. There are people where you get events, but they're not good with florist. So those who talk about events, they attend into flower. They will attend a masterclass in the draping. So minala, I'm just doing the basic, but the basic is a packaging and cleaning products. Hopefully it will make you be a starter, a entrepreneur, a very good. So it's 2.5. It's your table setup. It's your what you call your tent setup. Your admin work. Your admin starts from how to register your business, what's expected for you in your tenders, gigs that you might get. There's different types of admin that's needed. How to master to check your stats. You need to go back to your stats. Check for the last year how many people did I serve, and good evening. We're also going to be teaching people about different types of work, as we discussed earlier. Events. So suppliers, we need suppliers. Indonesia, we're short of suppliers. Every now and then we have to go to Van, go abroad, Soweto, to Joburg. Events the cabinet lakho olenzayo endlini wena carpenter person sicela ukuthi usenzele ama backdrops yawadinga, your weddings, your master out your skills and share, you get money.
And now that you're mentioning your price, I'm actually remembering OLG events. when I was starting out, there was a masterclass promotion that she had where she gave people free. I was one of those people, but it was a virtual thing.
Okay.
And her actual classes, virtual.
Not, please share it.
Not in person, virtual. It was 3,000 rand.
Thank you.
That was
how many years back?
2021. So now you can imagine how much LG Events is charging today. And when you are charging 2.5,
I was
people of the south.
them.
People of the south. If you don't grab this, I don't know.
I was telling them the same thing. Thank you for mentioning it.
Because yes, when you speak about, I'm remembering, man. Yes, when I got that masterclass for free, it was virtual, but her price was 3,000 rand. Per person. And if virtually, it's 2 hours.
Yes.
If not to go to Mklambe, it's 2 hours.
Guys, that's yo, guys, I struggle to understand events.
Yeah. That is very reasonable.
I told them, Usihle, events. Yo, she's big, she's good. So I was telling them, last year I think she was charging around 7-8K for master classes.
Those are the prices.
Those are the prices. So here, it's out of love. So it's out of love. We would grab it, and then come next time. But for now, this is what I'm giving.
Sort of your way of giving back to the community.
Thank you.
I hope that people take this opportunity, hey, because wow. And so you've got 2 young girls, and when they sit down with you, do they also want to be entrepreneurs? Would you recommend for them to become entrepreneurs?
I picked up on one. She wants to be an entrepreneur. She loves events every now and then. Whatever she's doing, we are decorating. Her books up to standard. Her coloring. Sure, the principal will tell me, yo, this girl, she's so independent. This girl, be on the lookout. So I would really advise them to do entrepreneur side of things. Maybe yeah, I would. You as long as you get no master the admin work, you master how you talk to people, how you talk to your clients, how when you do mistakes, please do apologize. I'm not perfect as I'm speaking. I've made a few mistakes within the industry, but we are police. And you need to own up to a point where you punish a win. If you come in late, maybe pinch in your salary. Yeah. Otherwise, I think that's why sometimes old in the past few years we would see my perfect wedding. But it's in battle. Imagine a wedding. Because now they're making such mistakes. People need to learn these are the consequences and this and this and this. But I'm proud that now event planners have formed a huge group where we monitor almost everything that's happening in the industry. That's why drama on your we check umuntu uyasitshela nje ukuthi yazini emshadweni othize endaweni ethize khona onyamalele. We search, we look for you, your answer. Event planners, yes, they will cover that wedding. Mawunenhlanhla ukuthi abantu vele nje izinto zikhona. We will cover that wedding, but wena uzositshela ukuthi yini kwenzakaleni wawusihlaza. You understand? So there's a lot of improvement in the events industry.
Okay. And what would you say is the one thing that you are like, through events business, this is what I have done, or this is what I've done for myself or for my family through events business, just to sort of show abantu ukuthi it really is a lucrative business. You can make it in life, you can do big things now.
Okay. In the party, what have I done for myself? okay, after the whole thing had COVID and within the midst, angithi abantu balahlekelwa imisebenzi. Baba like hayi balahlekelwa umsebenzi within that midst. And then njoba ngisho ukuthi siyahamba siyifaka. Sangena kuma network marketings and there was a point where I joined some those scams kadliwa kakhulu imali ayidlala. Come to a point now, okay, sesizivulela into zethu zoyitokfela yazi into zabomama thenga ama groceries and within the midst of ukuphatha leyo mali, I'm one of the admins with the other ladies. Leyo mali sayibhahaza siyibhahaza kanjani singena kule nto lezi ezama networks, you understand, and in that nathi sipromise into ezingekho possible. We promise gross, siphinde sipromise ingupho, siphinde sipromise, we promised people a lot of things because now sinaleyo mqondo ukuthi no man is back. Thank you. Hayi safaka sadliwa. Ay manje yabo sesidliwa leye gross phela. Pressure ilokuyeza. Come December time, now we have to tell people ukuthi ayibophela imali esinayo. Akusase yiyo leya. You understand, it was hectic. Yo, the time, you know, His&Hers and builder. And then there's this saga now that's happening within them. And now my husband is not working. We understand. And now, mina ngimbambo His&Hers. Ukuthi nje lo akayindawo. Lo depending on you. And remember now abantu bekuthuka bethi lo wedeko. Abanye sebeya create phela nedo. Ubuild business yakho ngathi awuke 1 year kodwa isebenza ibilokikhona uyabona. So within that kwabanzima because now I had to make sure, hence I say own up to your mistakes. Whatever you do, we owned up to our mistakes. It was bad. It was bad. Cops were involved in futhi nathi say involved eqala ngoba yithi sahamba sayibhayisa ukuthi sesenze kanje kwenzeke kanje. We had to release into eningi, and that stuff beyivulwe out of a good heart because it was actually registered. But saphinde sayilimaza ngokuthi sifuna ukungena kwezinye izinto yebo. So the whole thing yamosheka, and nathi sangahlakanipha at that time ukuthi sitshela abantu ukuthi okay, this is what we are promising. Le mali izoza kanje manje sizoyenza kanje. Maybe lesizothola abantu abakhona egrouphini abazothi cha ningayibambi kanje yenzani kanje. So we kept things to ourselves. Every day it was a bad day for us. I think from around June that year. December ufika nje sipoqolile stress mfethu ukuthi sibatshela kanjani labantu laba. Okay, saona part our mistakes, ngabatshela ukuthi okay mina I'll refund. Yabo nabonye ukugela la benyenza nabo basho ukuthi so refunda. Banye befuna ukuthatha equipment. I'm like, you cannot take equipment because you kumele uhlanganise ngayo ukuthi unikeze le mali. Okay, people calmed down. At least I had some people abangazi in and out who would talk on my behalf about bahlala around because it was a huge stock fair. Did I ever tell you about it?
Yeah, you told me. You told me.
I told you, around 100 people. So imagine, it was a lot. We hurted a lot of families, and I still apologize about it. I'm not beating myself for what now, manja. I cannot.
You made that mistake.
Yes, but I'm not a fan. Mhlampe omunye umuntu deserves to hear through the podcast. Accept engifihleyo. We did that mistake. And we are still sorry. And I'm glad I was able to play my part of the whole process of refunds. So, Leo part Leo othi la oshaya khona usiphuka uthi ngikhonile ukwenza into ekanje ngo His&Hers. It goes to your question now. During that year, I think the amount that we lost, mesehlangane yonke besides the ibihlele ebank, it was like 500,000. 500,000. We had to refund that amount.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah.
I almost committed suicide, guys. This dress is corner. yabo mobona umuntu epostile ethi nginenkinga in ayibhale relate ikhona into emshayayo and mesingabantu asinama strength afanayo. I almost committed suicide I don't know how many times but bengihlezi ngisindiswa juthi ukuthanda kwaNkulunkulu. People did not know that His&Hers stood and reflected as a company eqhuba kahle. Yebo, every Saturday siyasebenza phuma imali ihambe emntwini. Either ngithola within during the weeks or ini okusanayo imali ever okumele ukuthi kube wuye because we had a list biphumile lapho. I had to involve my lawyers within the list ukuthi ngicela ngisize because now sometimes people fight, you know, ukuthi awubhadale bani mina wangangiphanga nami this week. So I had to involve lawyers, then lawyers nabo bayi-check the whole scenario ukuthi wenzakale so they break down everything but no, keep on a portion, divide the money into 3 and I think I paid around about 180,000 something like that. Still have the paperwork because bayibhala phansi yonke loo nto leyo ukuthi yes bayimomithile ubhadala imali engaka. The way I was so stressed I even paid more. Mina nje every day ngiyabhadala. Angisabheka ama reports.
That person is receiving is quiet.
So nabo bokuyindlela yabo yokubhopha I had to accept because ngafonelwa iScorpion and like you girl awuze la yabo. Then I had to go to the offices. When I got there but you paid 8,000 more. Hayibo, kanti aren't you looking at your records? Bona ukuze bangifonele late it was because it was through December leyo nto leyenzeka. They are closed at that time. So ngizothintwa soku February 2 months sengibhadale 8,000. Abasho ke na. And then I'm like, oh okay. Hawu. Phela ngale mali ngabe sengibhadalile ischool fees somntanami. Yebo. So kubuhlungu but I'm like no anyway maybe it's a punishment ukuthi ungaphindi funda ungaphindi wenze lo. So hey imali yomuntu iyahlonishwa. I learned. Hence why His&Hers iyohlezi yenza make sure ukuthi ama services are on point because that thing iyangifundisa ukuthi imali yomuntu yes sometimes umuntu yamfihlela into uzoshaywa abonkulunkulu bakhe ukuthi yebo ngizokurobha ngithatha imali yakho and then not serve you properly. Ikhona into ezongibhayitha within the midst. That's my belief. I'm not saying that's true. Everyone should believe in that. That's my belief. Indlela engihlonipha ngakhona in His&Hers. So ngishayisa futhi ukuthi how did I
do that?
Do this 100 and something thousands to 180? That's like almost half imali RDP or you manje, and we did that.
You get them.
You get that within 2 years. Within that mist, remember now, Happy is not working, and now still in we still need to progress. We need to eat. School fees needs to be paid, and yo. For me, ilanga bona khona ukuthi kunemali kuma events ukuthi sisebenzisa carelessly. So yeah. Ngafunda ke lapho nami ukuthi ay events are the one. The only thing ebhorayo
let us know please, we want to know.
Hey my cousins black people kusho njalo phela bese silungile omunye umlungu my cousins siyazi ukuthi ukhuluma ngabantu abamhlophe. Hey my cousins phela kanjalo ukuthi mengipostile kusho ukuthi nginemali at that time. Oh bafethu. That's you know that's one thing.
As someone who's a lover of business as well, I know it too well. The minute you post something that you doing just or that you bought, people are just like, yeah, money. And sometimes you honestly don't have the money.
Same applies with events. As we grow now, imali siyithatha prior. Yebo kukancane nje umuntu akupha on the day. Nangi ngama clients build a trust kubo. So come the day upostile how uncle awushana
ngi500 la
guys awale ayicishana ngekisa ama events angeke guys
please stop. Please you're one of those family members, don't do that. Okay, so we're going to get into what I call fun five with Moshe. It's 5 questions, general questions. The first one being your current song of the week.
If people don't know, research.
If they don't know, they must attend my event work on the looks. You didn't speak about that,
Oh, best.
okay.
Bestie. I actually wished he was here. Looks, where looks, you, Itumeleng. Bruh, those are my friends.
Something.
Yes,
Okay, I know them.
bruh, yo, Freddy, Scheme. I wish there were girls at some point. Mofia my boy's friend. I wish there were girls because now in mentality we flow. Maskuluma genzeka the way. So hey, you might try another girl.
Okay, movie or series of the week. I know you're not a TV person.
I'm Muhle.
Guys, when we're done with this, I'll tell you a story about me and her.
Okay, no, I don't watch TV. I don't even know why we're paying. Yes, it's so good needs to be. I don't watch TV once in a while. Yeah, I'm a lover of Big Brother.
Okay.
I like seeing Uti Paliganjan, but
somewhere
in the yeah, because that was movie or series of the week. Titanic.
Okay.
You're more romantic.
Okay. And then do you go on TikTok?
Yes, I'm fairly new. Started last year, but I did try and
let's say you're TikToker or Facebooker. I don't know if there's the word in Jan of the week. Yo, yeah. I should be the woman.
We don't need to explain it.
I miss you, man. Kanjalo nje. Seniyakhumbulana. Kokoma wena nokho sikhotheli iChiefs nePirates.
iChiefs nePirates ziyazwana.
Nisala nodwa.
And what I love about that woman. Yeah, entrepreneur skills yakhe.
Oh, amazing. When she thinks about something today, she does it. If it doesn't work out, sharp. Move on to the next. Ubona so ngayiboni futhi uthawu. Okay, mos booting some sleeping tea khona manje.
Hayibo.
Gone now DJ. She's gone DJing. Like she does everything.
I'm like, yeah. She sees opportunities wherever she is.
And she runs. And then the one quote that you live by.
Brighten the corner where you are.
Okay.
Brighten the corner. I too. Brighten the corner where you are. That was actually a slogan says Kolumi Pumaguso. And another one also from school. It's in. Okay. Skip over manj. But strive to achieve. Yeah.
Okay.
Those quotes.
What's the one skincare product that you swear by? Noma ngingathatha konke emhlabeni mangiselina le ngigrand.
Yo. Yazibuhludlala ngami guys.
Guys, I'm just asking.
Yes, why it's because I have a skin problem.
Okay.
I haven't really dwelled into snaga, and I'm praying that this year push it because hey, I don't really have the skin product now, so it's straightforward to say this. I use
one.
And then I umsebenzi obasho ukuthi ebuza umuhlu ukuthi mother side, how do you take? Hey, ngiyavuka namhlanje ngizigcobisela iVaseline, sasa ngiyavuka hayi ngisigqobisela startup bayasazi startup abasazi it, you know it. Yeah, siyasebenzela ke naso but nginokusikhohlwa.
Thank you so much, Carol, for this. And as a way of me sort of showing you, Uti, there's a lot that you've achieved in this industry, not even just in events and stuff, but through touching people's lives. I mean, Mina, I met you when my daughter was 6 weeks old. Ngezalana, and I came and I cleaned up your storage because you saw me posting on Facebook.
I want to cry.
Uguti, listen guys, I'll clean up your space, I'll do your laundry because I need the money. And you took me in and you did that. I went into events, you were there, you were holding my hand even through every struggle. But yeah, man, it's like okay, this is how things are done. And we appreciate seeing such, especially from a young black woman.
One of my weakest though yes, some events are I cry easily. People don't know that. And in quarter easily bayazile abake baya kuma-quarter first bangena egedini ungaphathanga ticket now. I think mina no-Itu sizwana mokufika ngalo. Yes, u-Itu sizwana ngokuthi singabomasheshe we attack very fast mangabe ngathi manje
khona inkinga.
And then u-Looks sizwana, he's a very soft person, unenhliziyo. He knows I have that side of me as well. So somewhere, hey guys, because I know.
She knows well, big guys. She knows.
But yeah, life is usisa. La ungacabanga khona. Ungamnyathi umuntu ngicela amagama ami la uyokugcina isimuhle. Ungamnyathi umuntu ngambheka umuntu phansi. Sinamuva liyabukwa. Kusasa yimi, kusasa wuwe. Just be a neutral person. Hloniphe abantu abadala, hloniphe your ancestors, whatever that you believe in. Believe you, me, if you do the right routines, be patient. Be patient with everything. Hey, nathi, hey, singadlwanga imali zamagrosa nani ngabe sikude. But you just have to allow life to come as it is. You come as you are. I give you what you see and what you get. Nothing special. There are times also when I sing slay queen. Just know that I should get it's time. Yeah. Otherwise, thank you for watching.
Yeah, guys, you heard it from Joburg South's very own event guru. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The subscription is free, guys. All you need to do is click that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.